Serbia has put troops on high alert over rising tensions with Kosovo. Now, this comes after weeks of escalating rhetoric between Belgrade and Pristina. We saw new roadblocks appearing on Tuesday in the majority Serb town of North Mitrovica. Kosovo is a small landlocked country, which many Serbs consider the birthplace of their nation. And that is despite out of the 1.8 million people who live there, only 6% are Serbian, 92% are Albanian. In 2008, Kosovo unilaterally declared independence from Serbia. Many countries, including Russia and China, do not recognise it. This latest flare-up in tensions follows conflicting reports about a shooting incident in which no one was hurt. But reports from Belgrade allege ethnic Serbs came under attack. The claim was rejected by authorities, though, in Pristina. So let's take you to our BBC Serbian correspondent, Alexander Miladinovic, who joins us now from Belgrade. Thanks so much for joining us. Over the recent years, flare-ups have been incredibly common. This is being described, though, as a particularly tense situation, the worst we've seen in a while. Why is that?
This is actually the 7th time the Serbian armed forces has gone into the state of combat readiness, as it was explained by the authorities. It was the 7th time in 5 years that we have seen this state of Serbian army and police. It has never led further than this. So we have seen situations that are similar like this. And it's always the reason for getting the armed forces into state of combat readiness is the reason to protect the Serbian minority in Kosovo, as the officials in Belgrade explain. On the other side, the officials of Kosovo say that they're not responsible for raising tensions, that it's actually local criminals and gangs in the north of Kosovo who run the barricades and who raise the tensions that are supported by the officials in Belgrade.
Alexander, more particularly, what do authorities in Belgrade think the biggest threat is? Is there a concern about a possible violent confrontation of some sort?
This was a year of very flared-up rhetorics between Belgrade and Pristina, between Serbia and Kosovo. There were many issues that were opened during this year, from ID cards, license plates, and minority rights. Belgrade claims that the minority rights of Serbs, especially in the north of Kosovo, are threatened, that they are not allowed to organize themselves and publicly express and choose their representatives, while on the other side, the authorities of Kosovo claim that the highest standards in minority rights are implemented in Kosovo, and rate this as the Belgrade game to cause instability in the country that Belgrade does not officially recognize as independent.
Is there any influence on what is happening there as a result of Russia's actions in Ukraine?
We have seen a very extended presence of international forces on the ground. KFOR, the NATO-led mission that is there to preserve peace, is circulating around Kosovo and is actually being responsible for the security side. On the other side, Kosovo authorities have accused Belgrade of siding with Russia in the war in Ukraine, and that Belgrade is officially using the same methods that Russia was using in Ukraine in the previous years. The officials of Serbia deny that, and they claim that they're only protecting the rights of Serbian minority.
Alexander, how likely is it that there could be a solution found to kind of diffuse some of this tension, given how bad relations are between Belgrade and Pristina?
Apart from the tensions this year, we have seen also several meetings between the political leaderships of Serbia and Kosovo, organized in Brussels in a EU-led dialogue. However, those meetings were mostly focused on resolving current issues and basically putting down fires that were already open. However, in the second half of 2022, we have seen a EU proposal which details are still unknown, and that should lead to, as it said, full normalization of Kosovo-Serbia relations next year. However, with the tensions on the ground, it is not clear how far or how close we are to any of that deal.
Alexander, thank you for joining us from Belgrade.